Hey miners, I'm Muffingel, the owner of the server ShortCutMining, also known as SCM. Today I'm going to be bringing you an in-depth look at one of the most popular maps and game modes. First of all, let me explain the game mode of Minecraft TF2. Team Fortress 2, more commonly called TF2, is a PC game developed by Valve Corporation. In the Minecraft version, when starting a game, players are divided between blue and red teams. They proceed to pick a class. Once at least 25% of the required players join, the game automatically starts. Minecraft TF2 is an objective game in which the blue team defends different capture points and the red team must capture those points in a linear fashion. At the time of this video, SCM only has one TF2 map named Sandstorm. The following is an in-depth look at that map. Please enjoy. The joining area for TF2 is floating directly above the Sandstorm map. There are a couple of signs in that joining area that are worth taking note of. All the way on the left is the sign to join the map Sandstorm. But I'll come back to that sign later. The next sign is extremely simple. It shows whether or not a game is in progress. The sign after that displays the number of players in the game, but it will only display the number of players in the game if the game is running. Afterwards, there is a sign that displays the time left in the game, which is generally 18 minutes, followed by 4 more signs which tell you whether or not each point has been captured. If you are ready to join the game, you simply have to walk up to the leftmost sign which says Team Fortress 2, click here to join, and right-click it and you will join the game. Once you click the sign to join the game, you will be teleported into either blue or red team's waiting room. As stated earlier, the game will not start until at least 25% of the required players have joined and have chosen a class. By now, you're probably wondering about the signs on the walls. The signs directly in front of me are the signs for the regular classes. To choose your class, you simply have to click the button to the right of the sign. On the sidewall to my right, which isn't being shown, are the donation classes. No more regular classes will be added unless SCM staff members feel it is absolutely necessary. However, we wish to constantly add new donation-only classes. We will also tweak regular and donation-only classes whenever we feel that the class either needs to have certain stats improved or reduced. Our goal is to make all classes, whether they're donation-only or free for everyone, appealing and balanced. If you're interested in seeing in-depth looks at all of the TF2 classes, please leave us a comment below and we will be very likely to do so. I'd like to cover the capture points in more detail now. Remember that you must capture the points in a linear order from 1 to 4, meaning you can't capture point number 2 without capturing point number 1 first. If you're on the blue team, in fact, you can't even capture points. Your job is to defend the points, whereas if you're on the red team, your job is to capture the points. When spawning on the red team spawn, which is a sandstone castle, the first point is to your right and only a short walk away, whereas if you're on the blue team spawn, the first capture point is on the opposite side of the map to your left. The second capture point is located in the center of the pyramid in the center of the map. The third capture point is located opposite the first capture point on the opposite side of the map. So it's quite close to the blue spawn, so red team, you're going to have to work together to get that point. The last and most difficult point to capture is the fourth capture point. This capture point is located really close to the blue team spawn in the middle of the tent area in front of their ship. When capturing a point, you will notice a few very important visual cues. Now all players will get these cues or see them. The first visual cue, that is the most important visual cue, will be your experience bar filling up. This gauges how much time you have left to capture the point. Once your experience bar finishes filling up, you've captured that point. When standing on the point, you will also notice that lightning will strike down at your location. This lightning won't harm you, but it will tell other players where you are and what point you're capturing. Also notice that the redstone lamps all around you, or that capture point, will light up. As a bonus for watching this video, I will now provide you with strategic tips for this map. The first tip is that capture point number 3 is a duplicate of capture point number 1, although it has a short protective wall surrounding it. You should always make good use of the cover whether on offense or defense. Just like capture point 1, one of the support beams has ladders which allow you to climb to the top of the structure that overlooks the capture point and the rest of the map. Tip number 2. You may also notice that there are waterways that connect to the fountains. These are great to use for cover or to sneak to a different side of the map, as well as if you're on fire, to put out that fire. Finally, the ruins with the 4 sandstone pillars have strong strategic elements to them, and one of the pillars has an opening in its lower part. If you enter that, a portal will appear that is hidden, and you will be teleported to the top of the pillar. Each pillar has a pressure plate over a command block. These contraptions are called launchers. If you use them properly, you can travel between the top of the pillars. There are also 2 launchers in front of the red team spawn, however they can be used by both teams, red and blue alike. On behalf of the whole Shortcut Mining staff, I wish you the best of luck in this exciting game mode.